Oh, by the way, this is okay, so, you know the booth babes? There's booth babes? Here's the thing. First of all, Comic-Con's cool because you could be like kind of a skeevy guy and just go up to an attractive woman and be like, can I get a picture with you? And that's the only time of the year that's okay. You can't just be on like 2nd Avenue like, hey, you look great. Do you want a picture? A crazy person, will you please hold this camera for me? But do you guys know, I was talking to do you guys know what stick shoulder is? This is what stick shoulder is. So now when you do a picture with them, don't do it, is that when you do a picture with a woman, her shoulder is in your armpit, and then these women walk around all day with like stinky shoulders. I saw a guy take a picture, and then she was purelling her shoulder. Don't make anyone do that. That's not fun. What else? I saw a not buff Kratos from God of War. I feel like that does not work at all. Like, Olympus is not scared right now. Olympus is fine. I also learned that there's a lot more fucking anime than I knew of. There's so much, like who's dressed as anime right now? Are you? What are you? Shinigami? Okay, see? There's 3 people here that know it. And this is fucking Comic-Con. I feel like there's some anime that just like one guy watches. They're like, how did it go? Great, Jeff loved it. Shimigami? Excuse me? Death Note? Is that... Are you from Death Note? Oh, Bleach. By the way, Bleach is not a badass name. Death Note. I'll watch fucking Death Note. Because it doesn't sound like something I used to clean my clothes. And floor. Excuse me? Cleans all the blood off your clothes still. If you have to explain the badassiness. This one's called washer-dryer combination. It's so good. You have to. It's because they're washing the blood off the... This one's called sewing machine, because when you murder people, they tear at your clothes. And then you need a sewing machine to fix it. Death Note. What's the premise of Bleach?
Oh, God.
The guy who said, oh God, do you know Bleach?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nightmare to explain.
It's a nightmare to explain. We have 30 minutes. What is the premise of it? Here, you can... Should I give you a microphone? All right. I like that you're just like extending your hand like, I'm not gonna get up. Here, you can give it to that guy, real quick. Oh, I like he's conferring with his friend, like, all right, I want to get the details right. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, tell me.
Bleach has a main character called Ichigo, and he's part human, part hollow, part Shinigami, part Quincy right now.
All right, give me the mic for that. Thank you. The only word I understood there was part human. Everything else is he's part Shinigami, part... I was like, I don't know what these other words are. You guys made up a bunch of shit, and we're like, now he's also these things. Bleach.
Death Note.
What's that one? Attack on Titan. Alright, that one's popular. See, that one I know what it's about. I'm gonna guess there's a place called Titan, and there's an attack on it. No, that's not what it's about. Fuck you. You're telling me there's a show called Attack on Titan, and it is not about an attack on Titan? No, I've heard everything. What's it about? Real quick, one sentence.
It's about attacking Titans.
Titans, oh, it's not a place. They're giants. All right. I was pretty close. You don't... I was way off?
You were a letter off.
I was... Titans, this guy's right. I like this guy. What's your name? What are you dressed as?
I have a fin hat.
You have a fin hat. Okay. I was in a couple episodes of Adventure Time, by the way. Wow. Do you know a character called Prismo? You can't wear a fin hat and not know every episode. It was a gift. Are you like, you're like a cool kid pretending to be a nerd? Like, this is my nerd disguise. Are you a jock? Get out. This is our place. Dota 2?
Yeah, do you know Dota 2? Ow! Yeah! Come at me, bro!
This got very serious. You were on my side. I know what Dota 2 is.
What?
Huh? I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. I was hoping I would go, I know what Dota 2 is, and you'd be like, okay, he's okay.
Final Fantasy is.
Is it? Yeah, it's like,
Final Fantasy is.
he knows what Final Fantasy. What's your name, sir?
Alberto?
Alberto. Cool. Alberto. Great stuff, Alberto. How am I doing on time? Am I almost? I'm joking. Another thing I saw that was really great, I saw a guy in the bathroom who had just given up, and he was sitting on the floor of the bathroom. Just like the saddest Ghostbuster. Like next to the urinals. That's fucking horrifying. Because women don't know this, guys' bathrooms are the filthiest places. Like every urinal is surrounded by urine. You have no idea. If a guy gets to the bathroom, that's the victory. Then we can pee wherever we want. We're bouncing it off the ceiling and shit. Every guy's shoe is coated in the piss of 1,000 strangers. And then we walk around your houses. No one knows this. That's why I hate using public restrooms, but as a barman, I really had to go, so I went in, and it's 4 urinals, so I can do the quick math of which one has the least urine under it, but they all have like a lake of urine, and they're like flowing, like tributaries running, they're irrigating each other. It's horrifying. So I picked the one closest to the wall because it's furthest away from all the badness, and I'm about to start peeing, and this guy, I'm the only one in the bathroom, thank God, but right before I start peeing, this guy comes in, and there's 4 urinals, and he comes and he stands right next to me. Yeah, I'm like, that's no good, And then I hear him say, to himself, but just loud enough that I heard, I hear him say, "Eyes forward, Gary." He's the only one in there. So he's talking to him, he gets the urge to stare at a dude so bad that he's talked himself into the game of not staring at a dude. So I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna let him finish, and then I'll start. 30 seconds later, I hear him go, "Eyes forward, Gary." So he's losing the battle. So I work up my courage, and out of the corner of my eye, I look at this dude, and I see it's a normal guy, and then on his shoulder is a little 2-year-old boy staring at my dick. It's fucking Gary. He looks up, we make direct eye contact, back down to the show. Pretty sure I made a serial killer that day. Also, who names their kid Gary? He didn't have a mustache or anything. What'd you say, sir?
Professor Oak.
Professor? Oh, this is another reference? Professor Oak, what's Professor Oak from? Pokemon? No, I'm old. If I was into Pokemon at my age, I would have been for nefarious purposes. It would have been to lure people. Yeah, when did Pokemon come out? 96? I was way beyond the age. Like I would just be getting Pokemon to be like, hey, you like candy? No. How about Pokemon? You like Pokemon, right? Come into my van with curtains. That got dark. Who else is in a fun anime outfit that I've never heard of? No, you're not in the outfit though. I know Ranma half. Like, who else is wearing an anime outfit?
Hey,
Who are you?
Leon from Final Fantasy VIII.
I like that you stood up like you're reporting for duty. I know Final Fantasy. What's another weird one? What are you? I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, Naruto. That's a big one. Bleach is the only one I've never heard of. Do you get recognized a lot from Bleach? No? What do people think you're dressed as? Aizen? Okay. I had a weird faux pas. There was a woman, and she was wearing like a leather bustier and like heels and stuff, and I was like, hey, what are you dressed as? And she said, I'm not doing cosplay. That's just her every day. Not great. All right, I'll talk about this. I have a new favorite tooth. Yeah, I know, it's a tough segue. It was my least favorite, and here's the history of the tooth, is that I had to get a root canal on it and fix, yeah, I know it sucks. And then they put a new tooth, it's fucking the best. Here's my history with going to the dentist. I went to the dentist last year, and that was probably the first time in 15 years. I didn't go to the dentist for 15 years. And then one day I was just like, oh, I haven't been to the dentist in a while, right? I should go to the dentist. And I just went, and you know how sometimes you go to the dentist and you're like, regular dental checkup, and then your dentist is like, emergency dental surgery right now. Your mouth is a cave of nightmares. That was a very unprofessional diagnosis. She said, cave of nightmares, place of darkness. And she said she's pretty sure my mouth has The Shining. I knew it was going to be bad, because when she was like, do you have any symptoms? I said, if I eat ice cream on the left side of my mouth, my spine hurts. That's not good, right? I had all my wisdom teeth until last year, and they hurt for years. They hurt for years, and then one day they just stopped hurting. Which I think is like with the check engine light in your car. After months of it being on, when it just goes off, you know? Where it's like, you know what? Don't worry about it anymore. Too late. Just live your life. One day you'll wake up dead. I went to my wife's. Did someone move for a wife? Emily, okay. How do you know her? Oh, you listen to the podcast. That's great. I have a podcast called The Indoor Kids. Video games. Emily's here. I went to her parents for Christmas in North Carolina, and to prove to you how boring it was, not their fault. North Carolina, I could hear her laughing there. It's just just not much to do. To prove to you how boring it was, here's a list of TV shows where I've replaced one of the words in the title with the word horse. This is how bored I was. I have pages. That 70s horse. Will and Horse. Desperate Horsewives. Who wants to be a horse? Deal or no horse? Horse or no deal? Don't trust the horse in apartment 23. Wheel of Horse. Boy meets horse. Golden horses. Touched by a horse. Horsed by an angel. Everybody loves horse. Everybody hates horse. Murder She Horse. Horse, that one's Seinfeld. Horse, that one's Jeopardy. Horses, that one's Friends. Law and Order Special Horses Unit. 9021 Horse. Saved by the Horse. The College Years. MASH and whatever the H in MASH is horse.